Hello. Testing, testing. Hello, hello. I'm a little bit late today. I do apologize for anybody who was confused as to why I was so late today. I know it's most unusual because I'm usually on perfect time 100% of the time. I'm gonna scroll through these real quick. I feel like I should be doing this every once in a while. But yes, I do apologize for being so late today. Just something came up and I had to take care of it. But anyways, welcome guys to another episode of Hardcore ARK Survival Evolved. I hope you're excited. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of at a loss of what to do this episode. I know I just named this episode Yuty Hunt because that's the idea. That's the idea that I have. I know I gotta tame a Yuty at some point. But honestly, at this point, it's just a lot of waiting. Because I need to do some Rex breeding. In which case, all I'm doing is waiting for them to finish breeding. Yeah, beyond that, I can't really think of anything that I gotta be doing. Yuty and Daedon taming. Waiting on the Rexes. I guess we could prep for the caves. But like... I don't know. At this point, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with... You know, I either know what I'm doing with the caves, like strong artifact. I know what I'm doing. But I just can't do it yet. And then for the other artifacts, I don't know necessarily what I'm doing. Skylord is kind of a wing it type of a deal. Immune, I need to do some resource harvesting to get a chem bench for a gas mask. As well as I hope I get a better creature because I'm not very comfortable going in there with my current Thyla. Artifact of the Brute was kind of a mess the last time I went through it on stream. But I was able to succeed, but barely. So for that one, I would like something a little more organized. It's just I can't really do it the same way I can do the cunning. And then was that all of them? Yeah, those are the last four that I need because I've already got Clever Peck, Hunter, Massive, Cunning, Devour. I've got 6 out of 10, so I only have 4 more. So first thing I'm gonna do, just right off the bat, is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get these Rexes breeding. Okay. So I've got 2 pairs of Rexes. They're basically the same, just inverted. I don't really care about any stats other than health and melee at the moment. And this guy's got the health. Yeah, this guy's got the health. I like that 7700 pre-imprint. And then this guy's got the melee. This one is 322 pre-imprint. So those are the stats that I'm looking for. The 322 melee and the 7700 HP. On this pair, it's the female that has the HP and then the male that has the melee. Over here, it's the inverse. The male has the HP. I accidentally imprinted him. But the male has the 7700 and the female has the 369. Did I level that one up? Well, now I'm confused, actually. If I look at Rex's, that one tamed out at 209, 369.5. Where did your melee come from? That's not a plasma melee stat, is it? That is. Oh, well, never mind. I guess I just deceived myself. These two are an invalid breeding pair. So these two are the only breeding pair that I have, I guess. Because it's the high melee, high HP. I'm pretty sure. Because now I'm not even sure. Because that imprint kind of screwed it up. I'm almost certain that that is what I'm thinking it is. Actually, I'll only light 3 of them for now, and then I'll throw it by the AC. That should hopefully give it some wiggle room. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was 7700 pre-imprint. I can look back at the stream really quick. I didn't realize that I had another one that was at, what was it, 322? I didn't realize that was its own separate. Kind of sucks. I just need to find a point where I open their inventory. Actually, it wasn't. I'm probably better off looking at the end of last, or not last episode, the end of the episode before that. Because that's when I hatched them. Okay, I found where I hatched them. That's 39, 60, 322. Okay, so that's the useless one. And then, yeah, 77. Okay. That's the nice thing about streaming this, is I can actually look back. But yeah, that is the correct stat. It's just, it's imprinted, unfortunately. So I'm just looking at this point for a male that has the melee. Well, who are your parents? Is it Vector? No, it's not. 354. Where does that come from? I did not take care of my rec stats very well. Because Vector I have not leveled up at all. Plasma is my only other Rex, who has 320. $320, 285. Because it looks like that's the same melee stat, but it might just be a bit screwed up. Because I know wild creatures, when they tame out, specifically melee, is a little bit weird. Like how this one's is 322 even, but over here on this guy it was like 321 point something. Yeah, 321.2. It's weird. I don't really know how the carryover genetics work when it comes to melee, but I'm pretty sure that might be the same melee stat. I'm not sure. Actually, no, it's not, because this one's imprinted. That's the 322, just imprinted. Okay, I'm understanding now. Perfect. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm gonna probably let them lay 2 more eggs, and then from there I'm gonna get going towards the snow biome. Well, no, it's getting late. I'll start farming a little bit for chem bench. I could head to the snow biome and kill some penguins for the polymer. That's probably a good thing to do. Do I have any haste? Okay. I would like to get a Doty as well. So much to do. So much to do, and yet I'm still at a loss for what to do. Three on that will be good for now. Let's go find a Doty real quick. Dodic ARK. Just gonna look for spawn map real quick. Okay. So there should just be some over by the, like this mountain by me. And while I'm over here, I can grab some metal. Let me drop this stuff off. Now for the Yuty, I don't think I'm gonna need a very high level one. So long as it does the job, I think I should be fine. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna tame a Doty, or grab a Doty, take him back to base, tame him in my base. And then I'm also gonna grab a bunch of metal while I'm out. Hopefully that'll be enough for the chem bench. I also really need to get some crystal. I should probably do that instead, actually. Or should I wait until I can go under... I might actually go underwater in the cave for that. Because if I go caves... Locations... Yeah, there is a resource cave over by me, and I'm pretty sure there's crystal in there. It also contains silica pearls and oil. I don't think I need oil, but I do need silica pearls for all the electronics. Hey, Pro, welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing? Trudons. Yeah, so I'll grab metal when I'm up here. Crystal I'll just get from the cave. Actually, no, never mind. I was thinking I might actually grab the Doty first, but then I'm just carrying him around while I'm running around collecting metal. It just sounds annoying. Why is there battle music? Oh. That's weird. It's still playing battle music, but I'm pretty sure I killed them all. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess well, no. I was thinking I guess I could grab some crystals since my inventory is pretty empty, but it's not going to be very long because I'm going to be finding some metal along the side of the mountain. Oh. 140. Oh, okay. I want him. It's a pretty good Doty. That right there, plus the metal that I have back at base, I'm pretty sure is enough. Because I know I had like another 200 raw metal smelting in both of my furnaces. I'll grab these 3 right here and that should be enough. I'll head home. I'll just pick the Doty and then head on over. I should be able to drink him in my compound. I don't think I don't think he's gonna require any like trap or anything, just because of how slow they are. There we go. Yeah, and I'm about at my weight limit, so that's probably a good decision. That would be my last one. I'm probably good to drop him off right here for stamina. I think I'm right outside the swamp. I should only have to make 1 or 2 more pit stops after this. Let me drop a little bit. There we go. I don't think that's gonna speed me up very much, but every little bit counts. Fourth light. Thank you, Courage. Welcome to the stream, dude. How you doing, dude? You are on Scorched Earth Real Life Developers Edition. Because it's hot? Is it hot out over there in India? Because I feel like it's about around about the time for it to start cooling down, no? Well, it's not cooling down in here in Arizona, so I don't think quite yet. But is it really that bad over there? Or are you saying that because it's just an extremely hostile environment where you are? Either way, I think it fits. India in general is hot, and the place exactly where I live is hotter than most of India. That's not it. Got no electricity or water in the last I don't know how many hours. Yikes. No drinking water, no way to cook food. You can order stuff online, but pretty limited money. That sucks, dude. I've been in a similar-ish situation that it's not fun at all. And you have to go to college. Dang it, dude. Dude, I'm missing you over here, man. Haven't had anywhere near as many fun conversations as I have with you. And today's been an especially quiet day. At least so far. 7,
8, 9, 10, 11. It should take 25 of these. 13, 14. I think that was 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Alright, so that should be enough. He is retreating. I'm gonna hit him 2 more times. And then just so he tranquilizes at a nice spot, I'm gonna pick him. And I'm just gonna carry him like right here should be good. Only Saturdays and Sundays are your free time, and your time that would be Friday and Saturday night. Oh, I got you. Okay. Oh, so you missed breakfast today, and it was a bad breakfast anyways. That sucks. I don't always eat breakfast. It's so I'm not, you know, for me at least, breakfast isn't a huge deal to miss. But I mean, there are some days where, you know, you've got to be doing something, especially something like college where you're, you know, putting your brain at constant work. You definitely want to have that extra energy. So for sure, I definitely feel that. Just been a rough day in general from what I'm hearing, I guess. 17 minutes. Gotcha. Oh, let me get that metal smelting, actually. Yeah, dude, I'm really sorry to hear that your day hasn't been going well. I mean, I'm sure it'll be getting better here pretty quick, you know? You know, electricity always gets fixed eventually. You'll have water at some point. You know what I mean? Definitely sucks though when that happens and you don't really have control over it. I watched a few videos of what kind of food is served in Indian prisons, and then I found out that at least 50%, if not 99% of the prisons are offered better food than your college. I think that's a pretty universal thing because honestly, I think that's the same for like here in America. Except what I know that is that public schools specifically get this same critique like high school. Where many people will compare high school and prison food, and oftentimes prison food is close, if not pretty dang similar. Hey, what's up, Vox? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you? Oh, I went way too far out. That's a rough day, but the bad thing is almost half the day is still remaining. Yeah. Time zones, dude. Crazy. Well, hey, man, it's gonna get better. Like, it definitely sounds like it's sucking a lot right now, but it always gets better. What do you think of the prison system? I don't really know much about the prison system to have any kind of opinion. All I know is that I've heard that they get better food than some high schools get. Maybe I'm wrong in that statement, but that's just what I've heard. So it's 87.90. Nope. Pleasies. So it should be like right here. Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't get my Sarco up. That's weird. Okay, well, Gabbit, I guess you're staying there, dude. Sorry. Depends on exactly what you mean by prison system. Oh, I didn't read what you said before. Gotta study what has been taught in college yesterday and more so. You might not be able to have a bath before you go to college. Oh, dude, that sucks. Especially when you don't have electricity, so you're sweating your balls off. And then you gotta go out into public. That really sucks, dude. The part that is on the paper or the actual thing? I'm personally not understanding the question that you're asking, but maybe Vox understands a little bit more what you're asking by that. You recommend military? I don't actually have any family in the military. I know a lot of people who has family in the military. I don't got any. And I personally have not gone into it either. 160, that's not quite enough. If he's not like super heavy from this. No, he's not super heavy from this. I'll go back home first. I was considering whether or not I should just keep on going or if I should stop by home real quick and drop it off. I'm definitely gonna check. For Courage? Oh, like, are you asking the question for Courage, or are you recommending the military for Courage? Because Courage is over in India. I don't know anything about the Indian military. Oh, hey, look. Vox loves India. That's always good to hear. Gotta go study for things that you were taught yesterday. Revision. Yeah, I got you. Well, dude, it is nice of you to stop by. Hopefully I get to see you Thursday night when I stream. Maybe. But dude, take care. Have a good rest of your day. I just gotta throw these in the fridge. I keep on forgetting about them. Oh, I need to check on my Doty, make sure he's still asleep. Yeah, he's doing fine, but he's definitely gonna need some narcotics. 5 of these is 200, which means I need 4 sets to get him up to 7,000-ish. As an Indian yourself, you ain't a fan of it. But I'd still say that probably won't be as lively as I am here. I was reading chat. I did not even see that jellyfish. That was crazy. Might join the stream for a few minutes on Thursday night, but definitely the complete stream on Friday. Well, hell yeah, dude. I'm really excited to see you. But yeah, man, have a good one. Enjoy college. Enjoy your studying. I would ask more questions, but I don't want to hold you too long. So yeah, dude, enjoy. $90.71. I'm just gonna go west until 71. So have you been to India, Vox? You said that you love India. Or do you mean just like in general, you like the country itself? Because I mean, I get either way. Oh, that's a Tuso. That it right there? No, it's not. You will go soon? Oh, nice. Is it a place that you've always been wanting to go? Or at least you've been wanting to go? And you finally got an opportunity to go sometime soon? Yeah, man. Well, that's cool, dude. It's cool being able to go to a place that you really want to go. Ah, the Tuso aggroed on me. It's okay. Where's this cave at? I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to find this cave. But when are you flying over to India, dude? I'm just gonna go to the exact coordinates real quick and then look directly down from where I am. 90.7, 71. So directly below me from right here. So like around, okay, so it's inside this rock. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. I guess I'm just blind. Oh my. Well, I got my Sarco in here. I don't know why it didn't work on the last cave. Is Island the best map? Not in my opinion. I do really like the island, but I wouldn't say that it's by any means my favorite map. My favorite would have to be Aberration. I'm an Aberration enjoyer. Scorched Earth is good. Extinction is good. I like all the story maps, at least the first 4 story maps. The Genesis ones are okay. But yeah, if you had to ask me what the best map is, I would say probably probably Aberration. But I know that's not I know that is like a popular opinion that Aberration is like really good, but I don't know if it's, I don't think many people call it the best map. I would call it the best map. Probably the best map in terms of like accessing the most content and having like a good overall experience would probably be Fjordur. I think Fjordur is really good at mixing the content of all of the other maps while also providing its own unique experience. You know what I mean? That would probably be what I say is the favorite or the best map, objectively speaking. But I don't think there is such thing as a best map. Just favorites. Do you play much ARK, Vox? And if so, what do you think the best map is? Based on the ones that you've played. Oh wait, there's a jellyfish at this beach. Rag for you. That is a popular opinion. I do hear a lot of people saying that Ragnarok is the best map. Honestly, I haven't spent enough time on Ragnarok to say if it's good or not. But I know definitely for the time that it released that it was easily the most content that any map had by combining kind of like all the other ones before it or like the Fjordur, like I just talked about. What it does really well is it takes all the content from all the other maps and then combines it really well together while also providing its own unique experience. For the time. But since more content has been added to the game, I think it's a little bit outdated. But for what it is, I think that it's a really solid map. And I really like the idea of like having the rock golem and the ice worm bosses in the caves. You definitely don't see that kind of stuff very often. As often as you should, I think. Oh, you hatched. I didn't even know. 72. Okay, you're not a good baby. Sorry. You lost your shadow main in the brew cave on island. I don't know, my server just have too many dinos and caves like 4 times. Can you give me some tips how to get that artifact? Artifact of the Brood is an interesting one. Yeah, there are way too many creatures. What I would say... It's a really weird one. You want to go in with more than one creature. From what I can tell. And I would say probably focus on getting to the end and then just killing what's in that last room. What you can do, and I know this works because I've done it before, is if you go to the end of the cave and you jump up onto the ledge, like the little land portion, you take out a gun or a crossbow or whatever, and you start shooting the creatures in the water. They're gonna freak out because they can't reach you, and they'll just swim in the opposite direction. So what you can do, if you want to just try to get as many out of the out of that section, so you can grab the artifact and book it, 100%, I think you should hop on land and start shooting at them because it'll scare them away a little bit. You just got to be super fast about it. Like, grab it and then get out as quick as possible. You look for the Abassi, the eels are the main issue. Yeah, I got you. The eels don't mess around. Ice Worm is so glitched and ascended. How so? Is it like not spawning? I'm not surprised, honestly. But how's it glitched out? Is it just like not spawning or something else? Okay, so this is a perfect female. Breeder F. No, stop. 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 Triplets, that's actually crazy. So breeder F, here's some meat. 72. You guys aren't quite breeders. Do you have 72? This female has 72, doesn't she? Yeah. So these are basically just carbon copies of the mom. I'm going to continue breeding more. But yeah, how's a Ice Worm Queen glitched on Ascended? If you don't cryo your tames in the mini-boss fight, it doesn't let you leave the ledge and pretty much instantly kills you. Really? Unless you can take 20,000 damage for throw out all your tames. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody who can take 20,000 damage. Maybe some creatures that can take 20,000 damage, but a person, no. Completely understand why that's a little bit busted. You tried luring them out and away from the artifacts, but there's just too many of them. And then there's jellyfish chilling besides the artifact. That's why I'm saying, if you get inside the artifact room, right? So, okay, so imagine the artifact room, right? You're swimming straight. You enter the room where the artifact is, right? If you keep on going straight, just run right past the artifacts, what you'll find is there is a ledge on the surface of the water. You can climb onto this ledge and go above water, right? Do this with a shadow main, because if you do this with a shadow main, you'll be able to walk up onto the land. Once you are on land, you can look down into the water and you can start shooting the creatures. And when you shoot them, they're gonna get mad at you and they're gonna try to chase after you. But because you're on land, they're scared of you. They'll just start running away. So they're gonna book it. That's the idea. Is you basically just shoot at them. It'll scare them. You can even kill them if you want to. All you need to do is shoot at them where in a spot where they can't reach you, and they're gonna run away. Like if I come out here, if there's any like immediately accessible sharks, I'll show you. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. I see that guy way out there, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit him. That'd be wild if I sniped him somehow. Yeah, no, I can't get him. I was gonna see if I can show you with the megalodon. But yeah, if you get onto the land, they can't run after you. They start running in the opposite direction. So if you can get them to run away from you, they'll sprint in the opposite direction, and the opposite direction just so happens to be, you know, outside of the artifact room. So once most of them leave the artifact room, you can jump down. Once you get into the water, though, they will aggro. Because they're already aggro, they just can't reach you right now. So when that happens, you just need to get into the water, grab the artifact, and get back out of the water. Once you're out of the water, then you can try to, you know, escape. But your main goal is to get the artifact itself. Once you have the artifacts, it's just escape with your life. Or at least that's how I see it. If you feel more inclined to clear the creatures out, I would recommend just taking in more creatures. Like you said, a Bassie would work to tank the eels, stuff like that. That's why you get a crossbow or a grenade. I use a tame. Grenades and crossbows, those definitely work on jellyfish. Don't ever underestimate the crossbow and the grenade. Oh, it was a freebie somebody gave to you. Yeah, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Get yourself one of these guys right here. Gabbit. I did level up a few points into movement speed on this guy. So it's not going to be quite this fast, but look how fast he is. I can outrun most creatures with a Sarco. Like, look at how slow this shark is compared to me. Ow, he bit me. So you can definitely get yourself a Sarco, and you can run through the artifact room again. Just kind of dodge and weave the eels and the jellyfish. The jellyfish you have to dodge, but the eels, you just got to be careful around them. And then you just run up onto the land. Once you're up on top, you could just start shooting at them from up on top. They're not going to be able to reach you. You have a 235 and you're using it to find the Bassie. I would try it with the the Sarko. Just make sure he's got a good amount of health and a good amount of movement speed and stamina. Well, movement speed, I guess it's not that important to level. It just helps. Yeah, I'll get one more, actually. One more egg. And that, according to Dododex, should be enough narcotics. Because with Majo berries, it says it'll take an hour, 15 minutes. And he needs 64 narcotics. I just gave him 70. I'm just gonna stop him. I don't want any more. I think I'm gonna start looking for the Yuty. I would like to have a trap ready for him though. How much do billboards cost? Isn't it like, yeah, 35 metal? That's not too bad. I should only need 3. So it is a bit of an investment, but it's a really easy one to fulfill. You have to see in single player how to route through the cave on land. Oh, you're not playing on... Okay. You're playing on a server. I guess that makes sense because somebody gave you a shadow main. But yeah, I got you. "25 minutes. Okay. So you gotta be back at around 12:40. I need narcotics. Then yeah, totally do it on a single player save file first so you're not, you know, risking something like that. Or even go out of your way, get a few more sea creatures before the cave. Because I don't know if you've got like a boss army ready and you're just waiting for the time to strike. But you should definitely... Artifacts aren't very good until you absolutely are ready to fight a boss. So if you're not ready to fight a boss, I would recommend just holding off. Moving around in my chair, sorry. That's what all that squeaking is. How's my RG so fast? I don't think he's particularly fast. I just realized I completely forgot to grab some fur armor. But I don't think he's particularly fast. I haven't leveled up movement speed. This isn't even an imprint. This is a wild. The only thing is he's not like overweight or anything, so I'm not too sure. You have 20 theories ready? Oh, okay. Then yeah. Sorry, I was yawning. I would definitely recommend going and taming a new creature before you risk your Sarko. I'm just gonna do... That'll probably be fine. There we go. Yeah, if you are ready for the boss fight, and it's only a matter of getting that last artifact, get yourself a new creature just so you don't lose everything, and then from there, also one question is 12,000 HP, 600 damage enough to beat Gamma Megapithecus? Yeah. Well, actually, I should ask the question first. Are you playing with single player settings? Because that is an important distinguishing thing. Because it sounds like you're playing on a server, and if that's the case, I'm pretty sure the bosses are a little bit harder. That would fly on a single player settings. I don't know if that would fly on a server without single player settings. Sarko, best way to get into water exploration because there's a 140 by my base. I wouldn't say, well, there is no best way, but they are definitely a good option, 100%, because they're super fast, and because they can go onto land, you can speed level them with explorer notes if you have any available. Oh, and the sky is turning red. That's awesome. It's actually really convenient because I'm heading to the snow biome. I don't need it, I don't think, but it's definitely helpful. Gotta love island heat waves. But yeah, I don't know if I'd say they're the best way, but I would 100% say that it is a good option. So if you have the opportunity to tame it, which it sounds like you do, I would 100% go for it. Yeah, you'll have to ask the admin. I mean, you can run an experiment. Find a low-level creature. What you're going to do, make sure you're on the computer version of Dododex, right? You're going to tranquilize a low-level creature, like a level 10 Parasaur or something like that. Once you do that, you're going to pull up Dododex, and you're going to look up, like, level 10 Parasaur, whatever it is, and you're going to follow the instructions that it has on there for single player settings. If that is not enough to tame it, then you're not playing with single player settings. So if single player settings says you only need 15 Majo Berries, you give him 15 Majo Berries, and he's only like 60% of the way done, you're not playing with single player settings. That's a really easy way to figure it out. Just make sure you have the little slider set to single player settings on when you're doing the Dododex calculation. Okay, just earned a new subscriber. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you. If you have any other questions, do let me know. I love answering your guys' questions. I feel like the old wise man sharing his battle knowledge with the youngins, you know? I don't know many people who actually enjoy playing this game other than the people that I meet online. And even then, a lot of people are in, like, I was about to say ASA, but I guess ASA is kind of the same general knowledge. But yeah, it's pretty cool being able to share with you guys some of the stuff that I've learned over the years. So if you have any other questions, do let me know. Love answering them. But yeah, Jadesh, You can ask admin. That'll probably be a quicker way to do it. But if you want to get around having to ask an admin and you just want to figure it out for yourself, definitely you can do the little Dododex test. It'll just be, it's a more self-reliable way of doing it. I'm not sure how much stronger the bosses are without single player settings, because I've never really played without single player settings, but I'm pretty sure they are a little bit stronger. Either that, or there's at least there is a timer when you're not playing. I play PvE the island with setting from someone YouTube. I couldn't wait hours to tame a dino. I mean, fair enough. I usually play with upped settings because base ARK is insufferable. This right here is base ARK that I'm playing right now. It is ridiculous. That level 140 Dodic has been unconscious for half an hour at this point, and he's 50% of the way done. Dododex says it's going to take an hour and 15 minutes to finish, to get from beginning to end. It's absurd in many places. But for this hardcore, I wanted to create the most authentic playthrough, which to me is base settings. Even if I don't normally play base settings, I usually play with loads and loads of quality of life mods. At least like 10. I know 10's not a lot for some people, but it is for me. It's a 10 times server tame speed is 10, but the admin is also mess with food consumption speed, so they will tame you faster than 10x with SP off and Dododex. Well, it's just because consumption speed has changed doesn't mean taming requirements has changed. So because it's 10 times, they might only need like one Majo berry or something stupid. Get yourself like a level 50 Parasaur. Tranquilize it. Figure out how many berries it takes to fully tame. From there, you can figure out if it's using single player settings or just using regular settings. You can't imagine a high level Rex or Theory. Luckily, you don't have to imagine. I got Dododex right here. With raw meat, a level 150 Rex is an hour and 44 minutes. With prime meat, it's only 36 minutes. So prime meat for Rexes, it's actually not that bad. I've tamed a few of them like that. It's not that bad. Theories, however, a level 150 is 2 hours. And that's with single player settings. Without single player settings, you're looking at 5 hours and 8 minutes. So now you don't have to imagine. It's nasty. I should have brought my trap for the Daedon so I could be looking for a high level Daedon. I should be fine though, honestly. God. Oh yeah. No, it's a lot. I don't know what wild card was on, but also consider that that time is significantly reduced. So back in ye olden days, it was so much worse. Like when the game first came out, it was atrocious. Well, at one point, wildcard felt bad. And so what they decided to do as like a fun little thing is for official servers, on the weekends there would be 2 times raids, right? So on weekends you would have 2 times gathering, 2 times taming, 2 times one other thing I can't remember off the top of my head. But long story short, you would have 2 times your raids. Well, you see, after a while, people would only play on weekends. So what they did was they were like, you know what?
we're gonna make it so the 2 times weekends is the default. So it's normally 2 times speed. And people have played more. They enjoyed it more. But eventually it died down. They felt bad again because even at 2 times it was still pretty bad. So they did more 2 times weekends. And at one point they decided, you know what? These 2 times weekends, which is 4 times the original base, should be the default. So they made that one the default. I don't remember how many times they did it, but it was way worse. And they slowly increased it over time through those little events that they did. I'm pretty sure they've done it more than once. More than twice as well. But yeah, how bad it is right now, nowhere near how bad it was way back when. Like, you could kill a Dilo and use a stone hatchet to gather the whole body. You'd only get like 3 pieces of rock, like, or 3 pieces of hide or something like that. Like, it was stupid. We're all very happy that they decided to change that. Bro, there are no Yutys around. And it's gonna continue to get cold, so I might have to dip out, honestly. Which kind of sucks, because I feel like I just got here. But the pelt that I have should be enough to make a full suit of fur so I don't ever have to leave again. I'm gonna see if I can grab a little bit more pelt before I have to go back, but I'm not really keeping my hopes very high on that one. If I find a Yuty though, I am definitely gonna be trapping it for later. Oh. Okay. What did I just say about finding a high-level Yuty? I actually kind of want to bring this guy over here to the beach. It is going to continue getting cold. Well, that complicates things, because I do really want to get that. Okay. I'm gonna make some standing. Those babies are gonna starve to death back at home if I do this. But honestly, I think it's as messed up as it sounds. I think the Yuty here is more valuable than those Rexes. So I think I'm gonna focus on that. Okay, so that's a good idea to figure out which one. Food consumption does not affect the speed. Well, it does affect the speed. It's just it's not the taming multiplier. So like let's say you're taming a Therizino and every single Majo berry that he eats is 1% of his taming bar. At 2 times speed, it'll be 2%. At 5 times speed, it'll be 5%, etc., right? Turning up food consumption, what that does is he's going to eat Majo berries faster. He's going to get hungry faster, so he eats Majo berries faster. So if it takes 1 minute per Majo berry, you can cut that down to 30 seconds per Major Berry. So it does speed it up. However, it doesn't change that you need 100 Major Berries to fully tame him. Does that make sense? So it does affect the taming speed. It just doesn't affect the taming multiplier. That's a separate stat. I don't know why I grabbed fiber when I don't even need it. I always forget that standing torches don't need fiber. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Oh, got that. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad you understood that. Yeah, so taming speed, I wouldn't rely on that because, you know, food consumption's going to screw that up. So there is no reliability there. But there is some semblance of reliability when it comes to how many eats it takes. If you know for sure it's 10 times speed, then you can pretty reliably make a guess as to how many berries it's gonna take. That's why I'm saying count how many berries it costs to tame, not how long it takes. Where did that Yuty go? It's so flippin' dark. This is where I need my night vision goggles. Because this is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, I need to look up Yuty. It was a 145. It's gonna take 40 minutes, 20 raw prime meat, 0 narcotics, 50 tranquilizers. So I definitely have enough stuff. It's just a matter of getting him down. Oh, is that him up there? Or is that a different one? That's a different one. Level 95 though, that's not bad. Dude, where'd the 145 go? I know he didn't die. Yeah, it's an RG. I don't know what... Oh, is that him right there? Or is that the 95? 145. There he is. Okay. You prefer the crossbow over long neck? Yes, I do. At the moment, like, if I got a really good long neck with, like, even 100 and, like, if it was at the same, like, 180, 190, something like that, I would totally be cool with that. I would be cool with a trank. Like, if it's very clearly better, then I would 100% use the trank darts. The issue that I have with trank darts is that when you're using primitive stuff, it's just not worth the investment. Because it costs, like, what, 2 metal? Or it costs, yeah, a metal per bullet. And then it costs an additional, like, 2 or 3 metal per trank dart. It's just a stupid, like, a stupidly high amount of metal cost. And it's very marginally better. Even shocking tranks are marginally better. The trank darts are better at doing less damage. I will give them that. But damage for me isn't ever really the issue. Unless I'm taming like a saber or something. Please don't roar on me. Please don't roar on me. Please don't roar on me. No, he roared on me. Dang it. Plus, it's really easy to get higher quality crossbows. Like, you could just kill alphas, and you usually get it. Like, this was from an alpha. 192.5% weapon damage, and every trank arrow only costs 1 narcotic. And you could just craft it from your inventory instead of, you know, having to go all the way home to make more. There's just so many benefits, in my opinion, to trank arrows versus trank darts. I know, yes, in theory they are faster, the trank darts, but I can just never justify the cost. The cost for so little gain. My bad, bro. I visited their official website. The food consumption was for babies taming its default. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I have a couple of Ascendant bows in Mastercraft, but I use darts. I'm gonna take your advice, though. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with using it. Yes, all my crossbow come from Alpha Raptor. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with using long necks. Like, I think that long necks are good, especially when if you get a good one. It's just when I have a Mastercraft that's 190 something, it's just, in my opinion, way better to stick to the Mastercraft and just make the arrows, which are significantly cheaper, and deal more torpor than a primitive long neck. Because a primitive long neck doesn't have anything on these trank arrows. And it costs just an insane amount of metal for that marginally better. When it's primitive, it's marginally better to use the darts. But it just costs so much metal at that point in the game, it's just not worth it. And then not only that, but it's a lot more difficult to find a good blueprint. Find a good blueprint or a good gun itself. So hard to find long neck blueprints. Haven't got one yet. I must have to start exploring ocean drops. Exactly. Would you rather explore ocean drops, or would you rather kill a couple alpha creatures, get yourself a good crossbow, and honestly, that's more than enough. Like, this one right here is a 192% crossbow. I can tranquilize a level 145 Yuty in 50 shots. 100%. Like, I would pick that any day of the week. If you do want a good long neck, I'm sure there are ways to do that, though. Oh, this is the one that I want. Dude! That's so flippin' annoying. Ragnarok lava cave? Oh, that's right, because the lava dude gives you a bunch of blueprints and stuff. Yeah, if you can afford the investment that is darts, and you get yourself a good gun, 100%, I would take the long neck. It's just, for most of the game, for me personally, I just can't justify, you know, that over a crossbow that does the job more than well. I love my crossbow. %. This is my go-to. Is he coming? Oh, he is coming. I should have saw that coming, honestly. I might have to get down on foot. As scary as that sounds. I might
Even though I'm going to start taking a little bit of damage, I'm going to wear my flak. Because I should be able to... I'm going to be taking some hits, but I should be able to tank some with my flak. Just going to leave you right here. Where that Yuty at? Oh, there he is. Come here, bud. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Actually, I don't know if he can get out of that gap. Yes, he can. That's scary. Yes, poop on him. Good. RJ. RJ. If I park really far away, like over here, I think I should be able to trank him from a distance. Because I did not bring any more billboards than that. And it's definitely been longer than 30 seconds, so I don't think I can pick it up anymore. You only have the island you just started a couple months ago. Well, Ragnarok's one of the free maps. So you should be able to play that without paying for it. Have y'all ever come across the Carco, or whatever it's called, the Carcharodontosaurus? I have. They're weird. I'm not a huge fan of them personally. They're newer. And newer, I mean like 2 years old now, I think. Somewhere around there. I've been around for 10 years at this point. So anything within the past few years is still relatively new to me. Carchars, they're still relatively new to me. I'm not a huge fan of them personally. They're stronger than a Giga. They're just better than Gigas in general. But I don't know. I can't justify ever taming one. They're an investment and a half. I would suggest go with crossbow by killing Alpha Raptor. You can kill one with trike. Yeah, trikes are super helpful because the trikes have insane knockback on their just basic attack. So all you have to do is swing from a safe distance and you'll be fine. You just have to be careful because they can still creep up on you if you get the timing wrong. So just make sure to swing just before they get in range, so that way by the time he does the attack, the Alpha Raptor gets pushed back. What about Giga? Same deal. I never really find a use in taming them. Others have more of a use in taming them. I just personally don't. So I never tame anything bigger than a Rex. Except for the Titans. I will tame the Titans, but only if I'm doing like a completion run where I'm trying to, you know, complete extinction. Dude, I'm really happy he's just been smacking the billboard this whole time. That makes it super easy for me. I'm pretty sure I've put more than 50 tranks in him though. Hopefully he doesn't. Please don't run in the water. Please don't run in the water. Dude, you're scaring me. No! No, don't run in the water. Don't run in the water. Please, 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 no. Let's get out of the water. Yep, away from the water. No agua. No agua, por favor. Good sir. Ah, jeez. Okay, well, I guess he's gonna kill the wolves. No, no, not the water. I'm raising one card sharp. It's just started now. It's halfway grown. It was also a freebie. I mean, hey, if you can get it as a freebie, by all means, definitely take them. I have tamed Gigas before, and I will say that they are really useful for Genesis 1 quests. They are really good at that if you transfer them over to that map. I've heard they're really good at doing the Titan bosses. I've never used them for a Titan boss. But maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm missing out. Like I said, I've played this game for 10 years, but I'm still learning new things all the time. Like, I just learned Stegosauruses are, like, actually sick. I never thought they were very good, but then I tamed one and I'm like, holy crap, these guys are amazing. I never mess with them. But the one time I do, I'm like, dang. I've been sleeping on these dudes so freaking hard. No matter how good dinos someone give me, you always end up killing them. That Shadow Mane was 25,000 HP and it died to a jellyfish in that cave, and to save it, that I sacrificed 4 max level megalodons. Yeah. This game, I don't know if you're new, but let me tell you, if you are new, it is one hell of a learning curve. Like, you will... There is so much to learn about this game. Not even I have it figured out 100%. I'm doing this hardcore. If I die once, I'm dead. You'd think after 10 years of playing this, I would be good enough to do it. Dude, I haven't even completed this one map. And I've beat this map like 6 times. It's all a learning process. It's a learning game, unfortunately. And so you are going to have massive losses like that. I've lost armies of sharks because I just wasn't prepared for a cave that I thought I was prepared for. And you know how long ago that was? That was like maybe a month ago. That's never going to stop. The only thing that you will learn is what battles to pick. You know what I mean? You'll learn how to pick your battles in a very efficient way. You'll see your health bars are depleting in a certain way, the damage. You'll look for escape routes. You'll be able to determine if it's safe enough to leave or if you're screwed. It just comes with a lot of playing the game. So don't beat yourself up. You will 100% get there. I early on started playing official servers. I was given like a max level raptor. I had somebody steal it from me. How does that happen? I have no idea, but I had somebody steal it from me. It was ridiculous. And it was because I just didn't know better. 1,000 hours still, you don't know nothing. Hey, I'm at 4,000 hours. I still don't know a lot of things. Trust me. It doesn't get much better. Well, it does get better, but that idea of you're always learning stuff and you're gonna screw up a lot, it never changes. You will reach a point where it happens less often, but by no means will it stop. But that's part of the beauty of the game, I think. It's very difficult. There's a whole lot of just
loss after loss. You know, getting ARKed is a common term because of how this game will screw you over. It's a part of the game, and once you learn to have fun despite it, because it is easy to beat yourself up for it. Once you get used to it and you can have fun despite it, it is honestly, it's not that bad. I lost an entire speed run, or not speed run, an entire playthrough of this after I had killed the first 3 bosses and I was getting ready to kill the overseer on a hardcore. That's amazing. I lost it because I was jumped by a Thyla in the redwoods and I just couldn't escape. That sucks. Like it stings like hell, dude. But it's the game. It's infuriating, but there's nothing quite like the feeling of getting back up and then succeeding despite what happened. There's nothing like it. This game kicks you down a lot, but it makes getting back up that much better. You'll get the hang of it, dude. Just trust the process. I would recommend for shadow mains, if you can ever get your hands on another one, like by taming one yourself, or if you're ever given another one, try to get like a bred one. Try to get it imprinted. Make sure it's imprinted to yourself. It'll increase the health. It'll increase the melee. It'll make you run faster, which is really nice. And you get damage resistance, I believe. So that'll help you with most things. I have 3 Yutys and a farm, but can't find a single beehive in the redwoods to make kibble. Yuty? Are you talking about like a Yuty? Like a Yuty? This guy right here? I don't know what a Yuty is. Maybe I'm stupid and I just don't know what the creature is. You might be talking about a Yuty. Yeah, a Yuty. Okay, I got you. Cool. I was understanding. Good. You have 3 Yutys and a farm, but can't make a single beehive in the redwoods to make kibble. Beehives are weird. Sometimes you find them immediately. Other times they take 20 years to find. Like, I don't understand the logic behind them. But yeah, I mean, you just keep looking in the redwoods. You'll find one eventually up in the trees. They stand out, but not super well. Like, they're noticeable. You will notice it. It's just not like it stands out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? You'll find it. Yes, about fights. Yesterday I tried killing Basla, which is covered with manta. I thought I could easily kill them all, but you're Sarko. Yeah. Mantas in general are dangerous because they ignore armor. That's the biggest thing with them, is they ignore armor. So you could have full flak and die just as fast as you died naked. That is something to note. And if that's not true, I'm almost certain it's true. But if it's somehow not true, then they just do an insane amount of damage. Always be hella careful of mantas. They are nothing to mess around with. Single mantas, yeah, sure. But yeah, Bassy mantas, you're going to want something that can wipe all of them out in like 2 or 3 hits. Because you want to wipe them out as soon as possible. Sarkos, their mouths are too small. You're not going to be able to get enough damage in there. They were dealing like 150 damage. Yeah, exactly. They do an insane amount of damage for no reason. Let me actually... Where are they at? L, M, N, O, P. I'm looking at a alphabetical list of creatures. Mantis. It says armor destroying attacks. They have an armor coefficient of 0.4. What the hell does that even mean? They can shred through armor. It does a lot more damage than usual to armored targets. Okay, so they deal extra damage to armored targets, from what I'm understanding. Okay, well, that makes them even scarier. But yeah, be careful of them. 100%. Manta rays are assholes here on the ARK. Like, I'll never forget my first interaction with a Trudon. Because I've played since before Trudons were added. And then they talked about, oh yeah, we're releasing a new creature. They're supercharged at nighttime and they have tranquilizers in their claws. I'm like, really? Oh, that'll actually be like a nice like early game threat. Until they weren't an early game threat and they were an early, mid, and sometimes even late game threat. That threw me completely off, and the amount of days I had where I lost everything that I had built up because I got attacked and I got hit once. I got hit once by a Trudon and went unconscious. I cannot count. There's no way to count how many times the Trudons absolutely screwed me over. Mantas, I remember when they were added. They advertised them as like, oh my gosh, you can jump out of the water. They're so cool. They're like jet skis. Ended up hating them more than anything. But then I realized, they deal a bunch of damage to you, even through armor. I thought that was cool. It's a completely different kind of threat, and different threats add a lot of character to the game. Did you try taming them with knocking? I did not. If there's a creature that I hate, I don't try to tame them because I hate them. Like, what's it called? Not Pelagornis. Ichthyornis, the seagulls. I don't think I've ever tamed an Ichthyosaurus. They just piss me off. When I'm not playing hardcore, I'm usually running, like I said, quality of life mods. I usually have like a stacks mod or something, so I can get up to like, 2,000 items in a single stack. When I tell you how miserable it is that they can swoop down and eat 2,000 narcotics in one swoop. And unlike a Pego, you can't get them back. So if you ever see me pull out my gun and just shoot a seagull for no reason, that's why. Even if they can't do that to me again, that's why I hate them so much, is because they've done it to me so many times. And they eat water jars and canteens that doesn't even make any sense. I don't understand the logic behind seagulls, but they just upset me. So I've never tamed one. Trudons, never tried taming them. I've never tamed one before. I don't think I've ever shot a tranquilizer into a Trudon because I just don't want anything to do with them. Maybe that's why I haven't tamed any Stegos. Because before they did the TLC, they sucked. But then after the TLC, they had basically just a passive armor, like damage resistance for some reason. And so I never wanted to tame one because I'm like, well, they're just going to take even more tranquilizers than it would normally take. So I'm cool without taming one. Turns out I was wrong for not taming a Stego. So maybe I just need to tame a Trudon and I'll love them. Maybe I need to tame a Seagull and I'll love one. I'm not giving a Seagull a chance, though. I have tamed to attack other Ichthyes and for prime meat. I mean, that's valid. That's valid. I'll give you that. Taming a Seagull just to kill the other Seagulls, that's valid. 100%. Why am I just sitting here waiting for this guy to starve?
I need to wait until at least he loses. So it's 2 minutes per raw prime meat from the looks of it. He needs 20 prime meat, which is 40 minutes. I need him to get below 18 minutes. Or at 18 minutes, which means he needs to have lost 10, 11 raw, or yeah, 11 meats worth, which is, he needs to be at 70, no. He needs to be at 78.50 food for me to safely throw in all the meat. So I got time. Actually, let's go ahead and let's get some organic polymer. Since I'm in the area, I might as well, honestly. It's another thing that you learn. Is if you're in a specific area, you're like, what do I want to do while I'm here? You know what I can do while I'm here? I can go hunting for a penguin. That guy's level what? Level 10? Yeah, I'm okay. Honestly, I might just stick to the one Yuty. I don't think I need a breeding pair. I tried breeding them in my last playthrough that I got really far in, and honestly, it was so upsetting to learn that it takes like 3 hours to get one from an egg to an adult. That's an entire stream for me, because I only ever stream for like, I think my longest stream is 3.5 hours. That's way too long for me, because I do these so late at night. I need to go to bed at some point. I love streaming at night. It's great. But holy crap. I need to be able to, you know, function in the morning. Function at least. I thought there were penguins north of the second mountain. That's weird. Are those raptors? You see, I didn't know that raptors can spawn in the snow biome. Just on the beach specifically. Good to know. Probably won't be very helpful, but it's good to know. Level 10, 75, 10. Oh, is that an Ovis? Yeah, they were eating an Ovis body. Dang it. I could have got some mutton from that. Okay, they did not aggro. That's good. If only I had chainsaw. That would be so freaking nice. Dude. Oh. He's saving my skin. My RG's up. Absolute homie. And look at him landing all polite. Landing right there, right back where he...
That is... Why did a whole ass shark just fly out of the water? Okay. Gotta love this game. Retarded nonsense like that happens all the time. That's really funny. Oh, another thing, Jitash. The cartridge that I was given will have mutations of like 6,000. It's, yeah, that is possible. It's not because there's 2,000 mutations on it, but because it's actually a failure to, well, not really a failure, I guess. Basically, it's just that happens from keeping things within the same generation, or the same family, but different generations. Like, if you have a male and a female, right? The male has 20 mutations, the female has 10 mutations, right? And they have a baby together. Let's say the baby's a male. That male, if you go into this menu here, it's going to have 20 maternal, 10 paternal. No, sorry, reverse. 20 paternal, 10 maternal, right? So he had 20 from the father, 10 from the mother. And then when he has a baby, let's say that baby that grows up eventually has a baby with a female without any mutations, that baby is going to have 30 mutation points out of 20 in the paternal side and 0 in the maternal side. It's just additive. I don't know if that explanation fully makes sense over, you know, verbally explaining it, but that's how it works, basically. I Am Cheap has joined the stream. Your fate is sealed. It is not sealed. I'm not gonna die this stream. Trust me. I'm doing great right now. 10 penetration, 10 incest. Exactly. And that's what mutations are. Mutations are actually incest. Even though it doesn't have to be incest, I'm pretty dang sure it's all of it is some level of incest. You should try Bam's ARK. I honestly don't even know what that is. I've never heard of that before. What is that? We are PvP players, not PvP players. Who do you think we are, PvP players? Is Bam's PvP? If it is, then PvP server? Okay, then yeah. On Steam. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm not a big PvP person. I'm great at PvE. You know. I don't want to, you know, toot my own horn, but I am good at PvE. Better than a lot of people. PvP, I will be a newborn baby fighting a megalodon. You know what I mean? I am not capable of PvP. Any game that has some level of PvP, I am absolutely horrible at. Where is all the prime meat? Because I gotta collect 20 before I give it to the Yuty. Meanwhile, me and my 0-20 theories, I'm trying to breed 20 with one male, yet to get any mutation on health or melee will take months on this server. Yeah. It depends on like your breeding rates, but 100%. It will take forever if you don't have stupidly excelled rates. I never mess around with that, like mutations, unless I have changed the settings myself and I have some kind of mod that makes mutations like common somehow, like S plus mutator, for instance. I'll use S plus mutator, but doing it just going absolutely vanilla on it, hell no. You could not pay me enough to do that. I'll be the judge of that. Death 11 on the island. Just wait for Aber or Gen 1. Yeah, Gen... Well, no. Well, I don't know what you're referring to exactly. If that's what you're referring... Are you talking about the mutations or are you talking about my death? I should ask that, I guess. No stress, not for everyone. Oh, I figured no stress. I wasn't about to stress about it. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, I've seen some people who are pretty dang good at PvP, and I can definitely admire it from a distance. But just the idea of doing that myself, it's hilarious. I wouldn't. I'm like, oh gee, this PvP boomer, the maps. I know you're referring to Aberration or Genesis 1. I know those are maps, but are you talking about like my death is going to be on Aberration or Genesis 1? Or are you talking about mutation breeding on Genesis 1 or Genesis 1 or Aberration? That's where I'm confused, because I was talking about mutations and that's when you had said it. I didn't know if you were responding to that or talking about my death. Your death, you're on death number 11. Am I? Jeez, I lost count personally. Thank you for keeping count for me, I guess. I don't think it's going to happen on those. I think this is actually going to be the run that gets me to the end. I think I'm going to succeed, and I think I'm going to be happy. I'm going to succeed, Cheap. Cheap, I have faith. I have faith in myself. It takes... Oh, nah, bro, no mods on my server, and I can only breed once per day. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly why I would mess with mutations. It takes 21 hours until next mating. That's breeding interval, like the mating interval. That's the only setting that I have changed on this server. Like, that's the only slider I have turned all the way down. I have it on 0.01. That's the lowest possible it'll go. If you put it down to 0, it automatically puts it back up to 1, I think. So, yeah, 0.01. I have it at the lowest possible because it just sucks. I don't know. I made that. No problem, bro. No faith. Fate. Look, I don't believe in fate. I think we make our own fate. Well, I guess if that's the case, then yeah, I do believe in fate, but only the fate that we make for ourselves. Therefore, not fate in the average sense, but faith in its own sense. I'm about to get philosophical again on you, Cheap. PvP is hell. Imagine grinding all week and getting wiped. That's exactly it. And unless you're playing on a offline raid protection server, there's a very good chance that you log out and then you log back in and you're just like in a cage, handcuffed, inventory full of stones, so you can't even starve yourself to death. You know what I mean? That is a strategy, by the way, that I've seen people do, is they'll lock them in cages with handcuffs so nothing can get them. They'll keep them in a perfectly air-conditioned room, and they'll fill their inventory with stones, so that way they can't sprint, they can't jump or anything, which reduces stamina, which makes you starve to death. They don't give you any of that. They fill you up with rocks so you can't die. And then they keep you somewhere in an air-conditioned room so that way you're not going to passively lose your thirst or hunger. And so you can basically server ban people. It's so stupid. The fact that that's... Even if that's not a thing that you can do now, the fact that it was a possibility once upon a time, that sucks. Whenever I think of PvP, I always need to make progress towards something, not have that taken away. Exactly. I would lose so much motivation and drive to play this game if every time that I played, there was a chance that everything that I worked for just was not there. All because somebody saw me and was like, ooh, loot. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll play Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, I think, is a great game. And I've had multiple instances where I'm working, grinding. I have a tendency to loot stack sometimes, which is a really stupid thing to do in Sea of Thieves. Unless you want to flex or whatever. I don't do it to flex. I'm just stupid about it. I have a tendency to loot grind though. And so I can go out for like 4 hours and loot grind, have loads and loads of stuff, and then get jumped by somebody and lose everything. So long as I'm enjoying going out and getting loot, because Sea of Thieves is a roguelike game, you know, well, I don't know if I'd say roguelike. I guess it's kind of roguelike. You go out, it's a whole new adventure that you start at the same spot every single time you load it up. I find that enjoyable. Even if I lose everything, I still had fun. In the PvP at the end, even though I'm bad at it, it's still fun. So 100%, like, in that regard, I do like it. But it's in a game like this where you have to be making days, weeks, months worth of progress, and you can just lose it in an instant. That sucks. That's a horrible idea for me. That blows. Oh, I'm about to get attacked. Dude. I watched a guy shooting changing armor, using parachute, using lasso at the same time during a 1v1 with another player. You see, I didn't even understand that. A guy shooting, changing armor, using parachute, using lasso. There's lassos in this game? Or is that like an Ark Survival Ascended thing? That might be an Ark Survival Ascended thing, because I know they have like a Wild West themed thing for Scorched Earth. Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's just... Unless you want to sweat so freaking hard, you're not going to win. That's what I don't like about it. If you are mounted on Equus, whip our lassos if you're mounted on Equus. Oh, okay. I got you. Now that you mention it, I think I do remember lassos existing. Because I think you craft them in the Equus's inventory, if I remember correctly. But I don't remember. I gotta make a vid today. What you making a vid on? Grounded 2 or ARK? Getting back into ARK Survival Ascended? Yay!
or getting it, or just playing more Grounded 2. Aw. Grounded. Aw. Cheap, you gotta play our favorite game. The game that we both love so much. No, not lasso, it's the whip when they use to get free from grapple. You see, I didn't even know whips free you from grapple. I know that whips can be used to, like... Can't it pull items out of the person's hand? Or something, kind of like how it, the seagulls can do? I think so. I'm not too sure. Best ranger build or new boss area discovered. Which one? They don't really. It's the axe that breaks the grapple. Look, man, the grappling hooks, they're great for skipping portions of caves. That's when I use them. Sometimes, maybe if you had caught me, like, you know, multiple years ago, I would have said, oh yeah, you can use them to tame Quetzals too. I don't think you should be. I know you're talking PvP. All I'm saying is that's my knowledge of grappling hooks. It don't extend into cutting grapples with hatchets or anything. I have no idea what that's all about. You're asking which one though? Best ranger build could be pretty good. That sounds like something that if I were watching shorts and I knew about Grounded, I would enjoy watching that. If it were like a short video, because I don't know how the Grounded system works. Fine. By the way you're saying fine, it makes me think you wanted to do the new boss area. Go ahead, do the new boss area, man. Jeez. I'm sorry. But yeah, if it were a short for me, I like that kind of stuff. I personally like the kind of stuff where it's like, this right here is what you do for, you know, the best ranger build. You want to do this, you want to do this, and then talk about why you do those things. Like for Monster Hunter, for instance, if you're talking about where this armor set, tell me why. Show me the skills and stuff. Tell me what those skills do, just briefly. But yeah, I got you. No, we're doing your idea now. Better get more than 30,000 views in 2 days or I'll be back. I'm sorry, Cheap. I'm sorry. And it wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. It was your idea. You're the one who asked me. Should you do best ranger build or new boss area? That's your fault. You're the one that suggested it. My hands are clean. In PvP, if a player grabs you with his griffin, they use whip to hit griffin and get free. Really? Huh. I mean, that makes sense. Is it only... Oh, yellow drop. Is it only Griffin, or does that work for Pterodons? Because I feel like I might have seen that for Pterodons as well. Maybe I'm wrong. Cap, you have no proof. Okay, here. I'm gonna pull out snipping tool. Going to grab this real quick. Save as. Onto my desktop, I'm going to call this evidence.png. Check Discord. Check Discord, cheat. Check Discord. Evidence right there. I got you. Yeah, PT2. Okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, I feel like I've seen that before. But at the same time, it's just one of those things that you don't really think about. Because for me, in PvE, whips are only useful for, I guess, corralling creatures, maybe. But most of the time, it's collecting, like, a bunch of rocks that are lying around. You know? So anything beyond that is like, oh, wow. Really? Whoa. I'm actually, like, flabbergasted. I'm, like, properly bamboozled. Nuh-uh, this is photoshopped. Actually, if you zoom in really closely, you won't see any artifacting because it was perfect. It really happened. It's a perfect screenshot. There's no artifacting or anything when you zoom up close because it's just that high quality of a picture. And besides, anybody who wants the evidence can just look at the chat replays. Oh my gosh, guys, I could have tamed a high-level Aranio. Who wants to see an episode where I tame a high-level Aranio? Can an army of 20 Aranios beat the Brood Mother? I'd rather you tame that thick Brood Mother. I would probably be better off taming a Brood Mother, if I could tame a Brood Mother, that is. Unfortunately, that's not an option. Maybe if I had Primal Fear, I could. But for the time being, nah. I gotta make some parachutes. As I was flying, my finger was like slightly above the E key. And I was like, wait a second. I could very well die right now. And the last thing I want is for Chief to be right. So I've got to do this. You would like to see me taming eels? You know, I'm actually okay on that one. I'd really rather not. You know what I mean? I can't really be, you know, eels, they're not gonna benefit me in the long run. You know what I mean? So I can't justify it. Aloes. I think that's what I heard. I've never actually tamed eels. I don't know how to tame them. Are they a passive tame or are they a trank tame? It looks like they're a trank tame. Trank, and then their favorite food is, oh, biotoxin. That's actually pretty easy. Well, I shouldn't say it's easy. I should say it's simple. Whether it's easy or not, that's a completely different question. Passive, I'm sure. Well, I didn't know if it was the same as the mantas, because the mantas
Wait. Mantas are also a knock. Oh no, they are a passive tame. Okay. I was about to be like, did I just embarrass myself? Oh wait. Oh, it does say eels are a passive tame. Yeah, it does say passive. Wait, then how does that work? Because they get pissed off the second you're in the water. Oh, wait. Okay, this might be a really stupid idea. Hear me out. But is it like creative mode? Duh. Now that you say it, it makes so much sense. But no, like, is it? Because what I know about eels is when they run up to you and they shock you, don't they swim away? Like, they don't actively bite on you. They will run away at one point. Is that when you're supposed to feed them? Because if so, that's awful. Passive? Hell no. It says taming calculator passive on Dodo decks. So I'm pretty sure it's a passive tame. Sheep also says it's a passive tame, and despite not wanting him to be right, he does know some things about the game. I'm gonna taming KO because they do actually have a little tips section on Dodo decks. You should ride a Bacillo, aggro the eels, and then feed them. Use the Bacillo because it is immune to shock. A tamed Tuso can grab these, and a teammate can feed it Biotoxin. They deal Torpor. They also have an Electro AoE attack that it damages and stuns players. Even with flippers, they will outswim you. Rush in and feed while stunned. Their electric AoE slows and stuns all creatures unable to attack. I'm trying to... Tame with Biotoxin, it's relatively easy to get. Tested in mobile. Get some Nidaria, they spawn near the shore, get in the water, then go out. Oh wait, never mind. This is just a strategy on how to get the biotoxin. Say it. Fuel me. I'm not gonna say it cheap. I'm not saying it. Nuh-uh. Man, you can lock in. Thank you. Also, you're back. Welcome back, dude. Oh my gosh, I thought the Rexes would have starved to death. I thought they were gonna starve to death. Okay, what are your stats? That's a perfect female. So we're going to breeder F. You are stuck, so I am gonna get you unstuck real quick. You, sir. 77-301. Okay, you're not a good one. So I will be killing you. Passive. Where's my other Rex?
That Rex did not starve to death. My original breeder starved to death. I thought I threw in enough food, and I thought I had it near the trough. Can you please stop? I don't know how the hell that happened, but okay. It's routine watching this guy every night. Dude, I'm glad I made it in your routine. That's awesome. We have some pretty good times. Staying up late, playing a stupid game. It's just a grand old time. Oh, I don't even have a Doty saddle. There we go. But as I was saying, I'm not finding anything that's even on Dodo decks like the Taming KO. I'm not seeing like any strategies for taming it. There he is. Oh, there's this one. Make a wooden cage, place underwater, kite the Electro, and swim over and on the opposite side of the cage. So basically trap him in the cage. Float anywhere where you can see the taming bar and not open. Oh, okay, so you can just tame them by kiting them into a cage. Okay, that makes them a little bit easier. Honestly, I would try that. Not on this playthrough, but I would try that. And that's really what I needed for the cementing paste. That's just amazing. That right there is just a little bit closer to having my chem bench, which is a little bit closer to gas mask and night vision goggles. I really want that. Well, oh, I need absorbent substrate still, actually. Which means I need to get a tree sap tap. Did I learn that? I did, but I also need... Well, you don't need... But it is highly recommended. There are other ways to do it. Cheat artifact crate or give artifact crate 1810 is your favorite. I don't think that that command exists. Hold on, guys. Experimentation. I don't think that command works. Cheat, give artifact crate 1810. Nothing. I know my console commands well enough to know a command that doesn't do anything. You lied about it being your favorite. GFI artifact 08100. Okay, then yeah.
That one's Artifact 08. That's immune, isn't it? Artifact 08. That's either immune or strong. I can't remember. 08 and 09 are strong and immune. I just don't remember which one is which. Because then 6 is Artifact of the Sky Lord. Maybe. No, it definitely is. Artifact 8 is... It's either immune or it's strong. I think it's immune, but I could be wrong. Especially, yeah, you could also be saying that because of the conversation about gas mask. For all I know. Let's get that tree sap tap. No, really, I never would have figured. Well, you see, I'm a little bit special cheap. And sometimes it takes me a second to pick up on things that are obvious. Womp. Exactly. Major womp womp moment. Yuty. Silica pearls and hide. I got the pearls. Hide, though. Should have been born better. That is a crazy thing. You could have been like me. Now that you say that, Cheap, honestly, I'm pretty happy with the way I was born. Just gotta throw that out there. I'm pretty happy with who I am today. Thank you for helping me realize that. I'm sorry, Cheap. I had to. I had to, Cheap. I'm sorry. You're just the humble guy. I don't know. I don't know. You're the one telling me that I could have been born better like you. Not gonna lie, man, that don't sound very humble, just saying. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, Cheap, you're playing Grounded 2 right now. That's crazy. Look at you. Got a vid. Recording right now. I got you. You gotta get that footage for the voiceover. How much longer? So electronics, I have enough resources to make it. Metal, I think I have enough, right? I have 140 right here, another 19 right there. I do have enough, but not enough for that and the electronics because each electronics costs 1 metal. And then I don't have the polymer. So I need more metal and more polymer.
I'll get my chemistry bench. And then from there, all I need is the tree sap and then black pearls. How many of those do I have? None in there. 2 black pearls. It should give me 6 of them. So I can use 2 for the gas mask and then night vision. It's 2 each? Yeah. So I could, in theory, do 4... 2 pairs of night vision goggles and then 1 pair, like 1 gas mask. That should work fine. Oh wait, my eggs. So that's immune. As soon as I start getting some boss Rexes, I can then get ready for Strong Cave. For that one, I will need some rockets. I like to go in with a rocket launcher and 20 rockets. Which is quite expensive. Yeah, because I'm looking at 800 gunpowder, 240 metal, 200 polymer, 200 cementing paste, 400 cement, or no, 400 cementing paste, 200 crystal, 200 polymer, and then that on top of it. So it is going to be a bit expensive. But that one is getting pretty close to done. Skylord, honestly, I just got to wing it. I do have a gun, actually. I was about to say I would prefer if I had a gun, but I do have a gun. It's in here, right? Yeah. I just haven't gone ahead and made it. Or made bullets. I'll do that now. No. I grabbed the exact amount and then I screwed up. I don't have enough stone. Dang it. I don't want to go out and grab more. Then I need 200 charcoal. Yeah. That'll be 200 gunpowder. That's 30, 31, 32, 33 bullet crafts, which is 66 total bullets. That's not a lot, but it'll definitely be enough for the artifact, I think. Yes. Yeah, because it's 66 total bullets, which is 11 full clips. Well, in this case, cylinders. I shouldn't need any more than that to kill, like, a bat. Wait, you're mutated. Yeah, you're mutated. What? Hold on. I just realized. That's a melee mutation. Huh. Let me just, like, confirm that real quick. Let me snap a picture real quick of the stats. No, I didn't even. Is that enough? Yeah. So the melee is 371, whereas the mother's melee is 369. I'm pretty sure the one that I had on that baby that starved was like 360 something. I thought it was correct, but maybe I'm wrong. The food stat 10,500. Oxygen is 255, which is that right there. 1806 stamina. 7,700 health, which is this one right here. Yeah, because that one should be much lower, so it's definitely going to be different. 640 weight. 760, 768. Wait, where did 640 come from? Vector and Foxtrot. 640 weight. 760, 768. Yeah, Foxtrot hasn't been leveled up. I never leveled up Vector. That's weird. I'm sure there's a reason for that, but that's really freaking weird. Oh. Well, yeah, 371 melee damage. I think that's a new stat. If that's the case, that's freaking awesome. I actually got a melee mutation. And that does look really cool. I really like that yellow back. I just got to get a male that has the base stats and hopefully still has that yellow. Well, actually, no, he won't, now that I think about it. Unless I breed this one, have her have a son, and then that son breed with this one. Which I don't think I'm going to let that happen. Just because that would take an extra generation. And I don't have that kind of patience. Oh, yeah. There we go. And I've been streaming for 2 hours, 40 minutes. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run the Skylord Cave. Just because I have the time to. And while I'm out there, I'm going to, or heading in that direction, I'll place the tree sap tap on one of the redwood trees. That'll be fun. A lot of progress. I'm really happy with that. Once I have Skylord, all I need are Brute for Megapithecus, and then Immune and Strong. Immune, I don't think my Thyla can handle it. I'll do a test world. I'll test it out. I'll see if Athyla with my stats is going to be able to take on the cave. I don't think he's going to be able to, personally. But I would like to be proven wrong. I'm only kind of scared of, like, the Arthros. Like, sure, I can take a gun in there. Actually, I should make 2 gas masks and 1 night vision goggles. Because if I get Arthroed with a gas mask, I can just die. And I don't want to just die. Titanosaur? Duh. I haven't seen a single Rani Ignatha. No, it was a Dimor. I was kind of hoping to be given an opportunity to tame a Rani Ignatha. Because they're pretty dang cool. You know what would be a fun idea? Hardcore Ark Survival Evolved, except I tame every creature on every map. That would be fun. It would suck, but it would be fun. Hey, thanks, dude. You have a good night as well. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be dying anytime soon, or at least that's the goal. I'm not gonna be dying anytime soon. But yeah, dude, have a good night. Take care. I will see you whenever you are able to pop in again. I'll be streaming next Thursday. Well, not next Thursday, as in, like, I'll be streaming next time on Thursday. That's good. Take care. Oh, I shouldn't be going in with a sickle. I should be going with a pike at least. I'm gonna go ahead and craft a pike while I'm here. Let's grab... I just need to kill something. Ooh, there's something. Please don't do that. And then I'm going to grab a thatch foundation. There we go. I'm gonna grab some more wood because I do need to fuel my thing. We'll also need a smithy, so I'll grab a little bit more. I do need to grab more stone while I'm up here. I'm just gonna make a primitive pike. It does the same amount of damage, it just attacks slower as the sickle, but the more range and the better knockback capabilities, it's just going to make it an overall better option for me for a close quarters cave. Bro, where's the metal? Oh, I'm just blind. I should need 20 plus 10. Yeah. There's a tree right here for some extra wood. That's nice. Take a second to rest my eyes. It's currently 2 o'clock in the morning. And I am tired. Let's see if I can craft another refining forge before that one's done. I am a little bit impatient. There we go. Yeah, and then 10 metal and I should be fine. I'll just throw all this junk in here. It doesn't really benefit me from keeping all the resources in my pockets. Honestly, I'm gonna grab a little bit more metal. I'm gonna throw in as much wood as I can into these furnaces. And I'm just gonna let them cook. Because maybe one day I'll be back up here. And in a pinch, I can really use some metal. You never know. There we go. Pike. Perfect. Okay. Back on my way. I'll just wear that so I'm not melting. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have started this quest for the Skylord artifact tonight. I forgot how long it would take me to fly all the way over. But I've already committed. And I ain't turning back now. So I'm hoping to get Skylord done here pretty quick. And then once that's done, I'll only have strong, brute, and immune. Brute, I have a little bit more preparation to be made, I think. But in general, I think I'm about ready to get there. I would like to have a few more scuba gear. Like, I know I have the backpack, but that's about it. I would like to have the leggings, the flippers for that one. Immune, gas mask. And I will also do the testing tomorrow, so that way I'll know by Thursday if I should be able to do that one. I just smacked my microphone stand. Why? I don't know. Great question. All right. Let's let it load. Gotta be super careful. There's some bats. I know they're right around the corner. Here we go. I don't know where this other spider keeps on making noise from, but I know he's aggroed. Is he around here? Please tell me they didn't see me. They did not see me. Good. No bats in here, right? Good. Okay. So I'm just praying nothing around this corner. Please. I don't like that at all. I have to. I'm really glad that that stopped me. I was not ready for that. I don't know why I did that so early. Okay, so what do we got in there? We've got Angry Spider. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bats. Okay. I have an idea, but this might be a really stupid idea. So I'm gonna creep on out of the cave real quick. Stuffle. Stuffle, I need you a moment. You don't have what I need. Come here, bud. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh, I need hide. Now, if I am wearing ghillie and I'm prone, hopefully I can swipe the artifact without drawing the bat's aggro. Will this work? I don't know. That was a horrible voice crack. I don't know. We're about to find out. Hopefully no creatures respawned. I don't think so. I was in and out pretty dang quick. Not that way. Wait. Yes, that way. Yes. Right way. Good way. Then we're going to full ghillie up. I am going to be freezing to death. That's okay. Gotta get on my belly. This is horrifying. Please. Oh, I wasn't even wearing the full ghillie. Really? I wasn't wearing the full set of ghillie. I could have completely screwed myself there. That was a certified Metal Gear Solid moment right there. I'm pretty happy with that. No, Stuffle, what are you doing? Dang it, dude. Okay. I hate it when they do this. This cave specifically, it's these rocks they unload whenever you go into the cave. So by the time you come out, if you have your creature on follow, they'll try following you into the cave, but then get clipped inside of the rocks. So stupid. I'm not gonna mess with penguins right now. I should have a fine amount. That gun came in clutch for those spiders. That was really good. And then I was really happy that I was able to think about the ghillie suit. But okay. That right there was the last artifact that I can get easily. Brute's gonna be a little bit difficult. And then the other two I have plans for. I just need a little bit more time to prep. Okay, so now that I have the Yuty, really the only the last thing I can think to tame is going to be a Daedon. That's going to be for the boss Rexes. And then it's late. It's getting hard to think. Yeah, I need artifacts and I need a Daedon. Artifacts have a couple more things that I need for them, but beyond that, that's really the last. Those are like the last two things. As soon as I have that, I have absolutely everything I need to get from here to overseer. Also, Cheap, I don't know if you're still in chat right now, but I have not died. It's actually been a great episode, and I haven't died. So what I say about we make our own fate. Busy. I got you, dude. No worries. I just want to throw out there, I'm not dead yet. Go through the redwoods. I'm okay, actually. I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'm not gonna do anything risky. You know what I mean? I have no reason for that kind of nonsense. This is nice. Very peaceful flight. It is a bit a ways away. I do kind of wish now that I didn't do that so far south. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm pretty cool with living south. It's just the amount of back and forth trips I've made is a little annoying. But it's honestly not that bad. Need to figure out what I'm doing for the what's it called? Artifact of the Brute. Because I can try to do what I did and just go in with my Sarco, rush to the end, get on land. That kind of a deal. I can do that like I did with the Cunning artifact. But I don't know how well it's gonna work in the Brute. Just because the amount of stuff. Maybe if I have enough bullets in my gun here, I can kill the stuff before even getting in, or yeah, before going back into the water. Like kill eels, kill jellyfish, stuff like that. Because even though, yes, hitting them does aggro on them and then they run away, I would prefer if I can just kill them outright. I think that's a better option. And luckily my Sarco has that 40 armor, so even if I do get aggroed by something, he's going to take a good amount of reduced damage. How much reduced damage? I'm not too sure. I guess it depends on whatever he gets attacked by. Hopefully there's not, like, you know, an Alpha Mosa in the artifact room. If there is, I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. Just a little bit annoying. Because it's going to make my life difficult. I don't know. I got to figure something else for that. Or figure out something else. Either something else, or I just gotta commit to it and go ahead and try it with the gun. Which could be a mistake. Now, I'll figure something out. I'll do some experimentation on my own time. Tomorrow. Probably during the day. Oh, that's right, the eggs. How are they looking, actually? Too cold, too cold. I'm just gonna pick them up. Yeah, because that one's almost dead. 6 health. Yeah, that one's almost dead. 20 incubation. They're at all around about the same incubation level. I'll just keep it in my inventory, honestly. I'll remember when I get back on. Throw that in there. Just throw that in there. As well as that in there. I actually want that back. Let me put that on. Yes, artifact. Okay. Well, I mean, that was a pretty successful episode. Anyways. That's where I'm going to leave it today. I'm a little bit tired. Actually, let me grab the med boost from my RG. So that way I can throw that in the fridge. I'm really happy I didn't have to run into any bats in the Skylord Cave. Brute's really the only, like, Brute is the biggest obstacle at this point. But once Brute is done, the only other artifact that I would consider maybe an obstacle is the immune. Because I don't know how my Thyla will handle the swarms of bugs. And honestly, I might just look for and tame a Megatherium for that. I'm not sure. I know Carnos can also work so long as you can get them into the cave with cryopods. But yeah. That's for next time. This is where I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Hardcore Ark Survival Evolved. We are getting through it much faster than I did in my last really far attempt. My last one, I think I killed Broodmother by like episode 20 or something. Like, I was taking my time. Here, I'm trying to kind of speed through it so I can complete the island as quickly as possible without getting too attached to it. Scorched Earth, it'll be kind of the same deal. I want to speed through it. Aberration, speed through it. Extinction, speed through it. At least speed through it comfortably. I'm not going to put my life on the line just to get it done. Take care, Cheap. It was really nice talking to you, dude. Hopefully that that video that you're working on goes well. Let me know when you post it. I want to watch it. But yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I did. So if you did enjoy this episode, definitely leave a like. You know, just lets me know that you guys like seeing this stuff. Means a lot to me. 26th. Oh, so you're releasing it like a week from now? Okay. I got you. Or maybe that's referencing something else. I'm not sure. 26, I'm assuming you're talking about that's when you're posting the video. I got you though. I'll watch it when it comes out. Yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the stream. Definitely consider subscribing if you want to see more stuff like this. I stream usually at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 10:30 Mountain Standard Time, yeah. Sometimes I'm a little bit late. Like today, I think I was like 45 minutes late or something like that. Like it was much later than usual. But yeah, 10:30 is the goal. Sometimes I'm like 10, 15 minutes late. It's just whatever I gotta do to get ready for these streams. Because it's late. I'm usually just like wrapping everything up for the night. And then I go ahead, stream, and then right after a stream, I go straight to bed. But yeah, consider subscribing, ring that little bell if you guys want to be notified of my next stream. Like I said, it's late, so I don't blame you if you miss it, because if I were trying to watch people that stream this late, I'd be missing it pretty dang often. My man, what's good in the ARK world? Not much, dude. I'm just now dipping. I'm just now heading out, my guy. I'm sorry. James White pops in and I'm already leaving, dude. I'm sorry. Wait. I keep on getting lost. When I'm tired, I just lose my train of thought so much faster. Yeah, consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you're watching the VOD after the fact. Just if you have any comments, recommendations, suggestions, whatever it may be, I'd love to hear it, guys. I'd really appreciate it. It's all good. I'll just watch the stream. I looked around 10, didn't see you on. Yeah, no, I was really dang late today. I think I started at like 11:15ish when I normally start around 10:30. So yeah, I was pretty dang late today. But that'll be it for me today. That's why I'm even up this late. It's 2:30. I need to go to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let them bedbugs bite. As per usual, take care, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.